Sanbonane Dumelang Senchal. My name is Judicious Masuku, and welcome to Navigating the Streets of Life with Judy. Today, our compass is showing us teaching and living abroad. And the purpose of this video is to give an update on the video that I made a month ago. For those who have watched that video, I mentioned that the UK is extending its invitation to teachers who have a qualified teacher status from outside the UK. And it has recently added like 9 countries that are now eligible to apply for the teacher status, qualified teacher status in the UK. So now those countries that are added are Ghana, India, Jamaica, Nigeria, Singapore, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. So now if you have a qualified teacher status from these countries and you are able to teach the following subject, you can now apply to be considered or to be registered as a qualified teacher in the UK. So now who can apply for the QTS, which is the qualified teacher status in the UK? A qualified teacher with experience from the above mentioned countries, which are Ghana, India, Jamaica, Nigeria, Singapore, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. And you must be qualified to teach the following subject: maths, science, biology, chemistry, physics, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Latin, Mandarin, Russian, and Spanish. And you must also be qualified to teach students who are between the ages of 11 years to 16 years, I think. So that is elementary and junior high school. In South Africa, we can say that is grade, that is a so there's foundation phase, intermediate. Yeah, you must be qualified to teach intermediate and GET. So if you are qualified to teach intermediate to GET, which is grade 4 to grade 9, then you will be granted a QTS in the UK. And what documents do they need from you? So you must have proof of identity. It can be your ID, your green book, or your passport, South African, Zimbabwean, Ghana, from Ghana, Singapore, India, Jamaica, you know. And then you must have proof of English language ability. How do you prove that you have the English language ability? You must be born in a country that is considered as a native speaking country by the UK. If not, for an example, the people from the above mentioned countries, we are not considered as English native speaking countries. So what can you submit instead? You can submit a letter from your institution that states that you have completed a bachelor's degree at a university that the medium of instruction is English. That document is called an MOI, medium of instruction. And then if Not that you must, if you have like, you've recently done an Ielts, maybe you were applying for New Zealand, Australia, because that is one of the requirement. You can submit your IELTS score. Yeah, you must submit that. And then what else? Proof that you are a recognized teacher, and that would be your SACE certificate if you are from South Africa. If you are from the other countries, obviously in your country there's a board that is responsible for the teachers' work ethics and all that. So you must be registered with that council or board. And then, this one, I really don't understand why they need this one, because it's a struggle to get it. They need a letter of good standing. And the letter of good standing can only be applied from SACE or the Board of Council in your country. I will speak on behalf of South African, or on behalf of South Africans. For South Africans, you need a letter of good standing from SACE, and on the next video, I will take you through the process of how to get the letter of good standing. Now, on the letter of good standing, these things must be mentioned: that you have you completed a teaching qualification or a teacher training, that you've successfully completed a professional experience. So they do need experience. It doesn't matter, like, even if you were doing practicals at the schools and the school can testify that you did practicals for this long, then it's okay. And then that there are no sanctions against you. You were never found guilty for anything, or your qualified teacher status was never revoked, or you were never stopped from work or suspended. And then it must also state the age range and subject you qualified to teach. Qualified to teach at a state government. So it must also state that you are qualified to teach at a state government, which is commonly known as a public school. And all the documents that are listed, they must be not older than 3 months. All of them, they must be a week, 2 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Maximum it's 12 weeks. It cannot be older than 12 weeks, which is 3 months. Yeah, that's about it, you guys. And you can go to their website to apply for that once you have all the documents that are required. It is easier. It is very much easy. When you go to the website, just Google QTS Application UK. QTS Application UK, and then it will redirect you to the website, and they will ask you a few questions. Like, I know the first question is, which country are you from? And then you mention South Africa. They'll ask you, are you qualified to teach students who are between the ages of 11 to 16? You say yes. Are you qualified to teach these subjects, the listed subject? If you are, you say yes. And then if you say no, it will automatically dismiss you. So yeah, that's about it, you guys. And then now I am going to take you through the process of how to get the letter of good standing from SACE. Okay, bye for now.